It has been a week. I have not done any research or anything. I hinted at the possibility of maybe I would look up like kind of the goal of what I'm supposed to be doing. I didn't wind up doing that, which I'm happy for, because I just want to experience this game completely blind. I have no idea how long this like introductory campaign we're doing is. I can't imagine it's more than like 10 to 15 hours long, but who knows. I don't really remember even what we were doing last time. We had just thwarted the incursion, I believe. We have our little group of 4. Daria, I remember, is someone we picked up, yes. And then we have Sordana and Bera and Wayland. I don't know why everyone other than Bera has a last name, but, you know, maybe that's just the way she rolls. Daria's hair is turning green because she got a splinter when we were scouting up here, maybe? And I left it there because I didn't think we had time to deal with it, and then her hair turned green, so maybe that was a bad idea. And we just stopped an incursion that was traipsing across the lands from the east, and it made it to Taldia Boast, and we held our ground with the help of some farmers, and actually pretty easily curb stomped them, if I remember correctly. And then other than that, I think why don't we just dive right back in. Now, we did clear the infection here. You can see the thorns in the map up here. So this place is still, not an infection, an infestation, excuse me. I'm assuming that's what these two things are showing. Oh no, they're showing these lurking gorgons in these 2 locations. But since the infestation is already clear, hold on, did we, what is this, first of all? It went away. Okay, did we finish? I know we were gonna craft something for Sordana, but then we wound up not doing it because the incursion was upon us. I want to say it was the Morning Slash. I think we crafted this sword for her, but I don't know. Let's look at our resources. Yeah, we're down a lot of resources, so I'm pretty sure that that is what happened. So let's travel as a group to the Musty Net Library, the library, and, excuse me, Bade's Foamy Bog. Oh, so that's the name of this region, but then the actual location is the library. So let's hit up these Gorgons. Now, Bera did kind of die, just a little bit, just a flesh wound, and in exchange for her life, we permanently reduced her health for the rest of the campaign to 5. So she has less health than everyone else. Our 2 warriors have 8 health, she's down to 5, and then Wayland, our mystic wizard, whatever he is, yeah, Mystic, Greenhorn Mystic, you can see up there, he is at 6 health. So hopefully we can deal with this. I'm going to take all 4 of them, and then let's just dive right back in. All the Sweltering Stars. Yeah, if you missed last week's game, this game takes place in like a comic book format, and then the combat turns into a like XCOM Divinity style tactical turn-based squad battle. It's pretty neat. So here we are down in whatever this place was called. I already forgot. You see him looking up at the stars. Our stars climb high tonight. That is Sordana. Oh, are those ones ours? Always climbing around, our little stars. It's a good omen. Yeah, what's it an omen of? I can't really tell you what they mean specifically. I also think maybe listening is the point. Quieting yourself enough to hear the voice of existence. That's good. If it gives you confidence, I just say, don't trust omens over much. Over much is an interesting verbiage that I'm not super accustomed to. We got a little comet or a shooting star or whatever that is. Which now that I think about it, I think maybe a shooting star is just a comet. So you get to choose. Daria, I could say it reminds me of, can I still remember the story? Sordana says, is this your sign? My guardians, my guides? Or Wayland. Maybe I do wonder. Does she see something I don't? Alright, Wayland has a 1% less chance than everyone else, so probably not going to choose his. None of these chances are super high. Let's lean into Sordana's astrology thing she's got going on here. Gazing up a long while, Sordana sighs to see no familiar shape among sprays and constellations. Nothing she knows a name for. No point to pin a dream on. Seems like it didn't work. Stars can be a lot like hillfolk, full of unspeakable language. We search and we search for reason and meaning, we ache and wonder, but meanings are often as faint as the grayest glims behind the darkness. That was nice. I don't know where Bira was during all that. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. We've got a Geist, which we have never faced a Geist before, so I'm kind of scared. And then a Bogmore, which we dealt with handily during the incursion, and a Raccoon, which we have faced several times. I don't know if the game is louder than it was last time, but it certainly seems significantly louder to me. Let's do like this. That might be a little extreme. Maybe do that, but then like these frogs are super loud. Okay, so I want Daria's kind of our tank, and Sordana is our DPS. At least that's the goal. We're still very early in fleshing out these characters, so we don't really have any, or like they're pretty much the same at this point, other than Daria has this Thundering Challenge, which will make enemies run away, and Sordana has this like Guardian ability, which is kind of like Overwatch but for melee. She'll attack anyone that comes within a certain range, and then also her first ability. I don't actually know how to like look at her character in combat. There we go. The Battle Dance. Her melee attacks only cost 1 action. Normally, a melee attack ends your turn, but she can do 2 if she doesn't have to move. So let's bring her up front. Open the door. I don't see anyone inside, so let's head on in. This is Daria. Let's get you in front of this other door. Wayland, you can hang out in the back. Same with Bira. Bira, oh, that, I didn't even switch, but whatever. Bira, you are the most, you're the one that's like the most important to protect. Because, you have less health than everyone else. So let's have Daria open this door. Alright, we found the Bogmore. Let's... Oh, alright, there they all are. So, we could... I'm glad we went this way and not here, because that would have been a lot to deal with right at the door. So let's... So this is only once per combat, so I don't want to use that yet. So we're just going to Guardian. I guess Daria can also do that. I kind of didn't realize that. Wayland, let's get you over here. And then maybe you could interfuse with something. Let's get you on this bookshelf. And then try to hit the bog wall with it. Nice. Did 2 chunks of health, I think. I'm kind of worried about even getting you involved, but this should be a really good ambush spot because they have to come this way at some point. And then let's get you all the way up here to step side by side with Daria. Nice dodge, Wayland. Oh, you little cheeky MF shooting me through that crack, but you missed. Now you... Oh, you didn't even get up here. Okay. I'm honestly fine... I was going to say I'm fine holding the line here and waiting for them to come to me, but that actually might be a terrible idea. Let's see if Daria, or Bira, excuse me, can shoot through the cracks. She can, but it's only a 21%. So weirdly, this is the one that has the highest chance to hit, but even that's not good enough. So, what if you Silk Step? This makes her turn invisible, I think. If I can get it to work. Hello? Select the target tile. I did it in the last video, but maybe the angle... Is there a way to rotate? Okay, yeah. I don't know. Or maybe you have to... Whatever. We'll try it a different time. So I don't really want you, so you're just still going to ambush. Now you... Let's just get you on up in there. Good, good. Let's get you up here too. Now, I think it's probably a good idea to have the Bogmore run away. That way we're not dealing with both of these at once. That's unfortunate. You could ignite here. That's really good. And then you could Fire Leash to the Bogmore. So the Bogmore is almost going to be dead, and he's going to run away. So we shouldn't really have to worry about him too much. Actually, he took even more damage. Oh my... Whoa. I don't know what you just did to Sordana, but we got to kill you immediately. What is a prepared shot? Oh, because you didn't use your ambush? Is that a thing? Nice. Okay, okay. Let's have Daria hit first, because I would rather Sordana just back off, if that's an option. Okay, nice. So now... yeah, you come back this way. Honestly, you come, like, over here. Yeah, I think we can handle the rest from here. Let's interfuse with you and hit the raccoon. The raccoon we haven't done anything with, but it's the easiest one to deal with. So we could actually hit both of you and maybe kill the Bogmore. Yes, nice. Yeah, okay, we've gotten some clutch dodges over here that have made our lives much easier. We're probably not gonna... Well, actually, 76%, that's pretty good. Alright, that's that. Sordana definitely ate it on that one, but she did level up as well. So now, I could upgrade Battle Dance, interesting. After hitting with a non-swift melee attack, if Sordana still has actions left, she can move up to half her speed as a free action. That's pretty good. Oh, you can re-roll. I didn't know that. Once per combat is a swift action, Sordana can call on wind spirits to guide her to a distant tile. Interesting. Now, I believe swift actions are actions that don't take energy, or whatever you want to call it. Excuse me. Raider as a swift action, or Sordana can start a fire on an empty tile or break a piece of adjacent scenery, dealing 1 damage. Not really feeling that. That would be great for Daria, who I want to be a... tank, but maybe we could just have them both be like kind of a best of both worlds. But I'm gonna... This could maybe be good for like retreating from a battle that's like she's getting overwhelmed by enemies. But I think I'm just gonna upgrade the Battle Dance. We got a Frost Fang, which is a tier 1 artifact, so I assume that's gonna go to Bira. It has, actually I don't know, it has worse range than your bow. But it has more accuracy and more stunt damage, and I think stunt damage was like, it's a chance to deal extra damage, so it could do more damage. The range is rough, but I think I'm still gonna do it. Frostfang is a good name, and it's one-handed. We could replace her knife, but no, I'm just gonna take that as is. This gives you potency, which is damage added to interfusion attacks, so obviously that's going to go to Wayland. And after each battle, the enemies receive an upgrade of some sort. So now the Geist is stronger. It spreads corruption when it's killed. That I don't really care about. The corruption's been pretty easy to deal with. If it was like more health or something, or more damage, I would probably... You can use these legacy points. We get some every I still don't know how we earn them, to be honest with you. Like combat, maybe, or every season as we progress through the game. But you can spend legacy points to cancel out. You can't cancel this one, but to cancel out some enemy upgrades. I would not cancel this one anyway because corruption's not that big of a deal to me. But yeah, if it had been something like this or this on the Geist, I probably would have canceled it. You can see the Gorgons are the main enemy of this campaign. They're the ones we're fighting the most, and therefore they're the ones getting the strongest. So now we could secure this area. Things returned to their rightful purpose. So we're securing the Musty Net Library. The site can provide resources now and at the end of each chapter. Spend resources to upgrade hero weapons and armor. We can investigate thoroughly or work faster. Every single time so far I've investigated thoroughly. I have yet to see a reason not to do that, other than like maybe the game ends at a certain time that I don't know about, and we're like not going to have as many areas ready. But this is my first time playing the game, so I'm just going to keep doing it until I see a reason not to. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Musty Net Library have proven rewarding. Always strikes me how much there still is to find, to know. Okay, yeah, so we get this message like every time we look through something, and we'll find an item. It will return to the hands of the common folk, where while they tend to decide will provide resources at the end of each chapter. So we got 3 spell threads, which I believe we could use to craft a new wand for Wayland, perhaps. I don't know how many we're going to need. We also found knee pads, which give speed. You already have a knee pad, which is giving you stunt chance, I guess. So I would say probably good for you, especially since you have the lowest health. Now, what is the crafting looking like? I'd love to give you a new wand. Instead of this spoon that he's been using. He does have some upgraded clothes that we found. I think he's the only one with upgraded clothes, if I can remember correctly. Oh, actually, no. She has link mail. But Sordona and Bira both have tier 0 clothes. But this, we do have the stuff necessary. We chose to give him a wand at the beginning of the game rather than a staff. I don't really know. Let's see. So a tier 1 staff is 4 damage, 2 range, 2 stunt damage, 0 warding, 2 spell damage, 15 block. So it's the block, I guess. But the wand has warding, which is an amount of damage reduced from incoming magical attacks. So I think I'm just going to commit to the wand. We don't even have the resources for the staff anyway, but I just like the idea of wands. I think in fantasy stories, wizards that use wands are cooler than wizards that use staffs. Sorry, Gandalf. It's true. So let's have Wayland go craft. If you watched the last stream, you know I'm not the most creative person in the world when it comes to naming things, although I did name our troop the Guardians of the Wildwoods with a Y. Now he's thinking. And I also named one of the weapons or clothes that one of our people was using. I can't remember which one it was. The Astral Cherrywick. The Elusiphoric Snake Fletch. I mean, that's just a good-ass name. So yeah, Wayland, why don't you come down here, and then the rest of you, all heroes on this site will travel to a safe tile. I want you guys to head this way. But I hope Wayland's not with you. I think he might, yeah, see, he is with you. Stop. This happened last time, too. Yeah, you come down this way. We gotta do it again. And now I've lost the name. The Elusiphoric Snake something. I also don't know if that's how you spell Elusiphoric. Elusiphoric Gobsmacker. A good ass wand. There we go. Now, you three should be able to handle this, no problem. Alright, we are at Bade's Highlands in the Goblin Bloom Glade. Or maybe it's the other way around, I believe, yeah. But now let's deal with... Well, actually, let's patrol first. So, in the last stream, we tried to split up our group 2 and 2 to try to clear the infestations in both of these areas at the same time, but then we learned, you can see, Gorgons may ambush groups of 2 or fewer heroes patrolling or just hanging out in this tile. So, we got ambushed. That was when Bira died, kind of. So we're not going to be doing that anymore. And now I'm gonna make sure I always send at least 3 people to these infested tiles. We're already 5 years in, because you can see Bira's 29. She started the game at like 22 or 23. So, again, I don't really know like how long this goes. 5 years seems like a long time, but I also feel like we're kind of just at the beginning. So maybe I'm going too slow, or maybe I'm doing things just right. I don't know. We're about to get another Calamity card and another Incursion. That is unfortunate. Alright, why don't you come over here and prepare defenses? Let's... Hold on, what is gather, actually? Oh, that's just to, like, bring everyone. Okay, yeah, we figured that out last time. So you set up a tier 2 defense here. The defenses slow down the incursions. Alright, nice. Now let's deal with the Gorgons. Yeah, defenses slow down the incursions and then also weaken them. The more defenses you have, the less strength the incursion will have after it passes through that area. So here's our group of 3, the 3 gals of the group. Alright, Sordana and Bira. Alright, I've got one. Favorite fruit. Tomato is botanically a fruit. Does that count? Don't be that person, Sordana. Come on. That's cringe. Sigh, I should have known this. You know what? Sure, it counts. See, she thinks it's cringe too. Next up, a difficult one. Favorite thing to fight. That's like asking my favorite rash. That's not what I was expecting her to say. Least favorite, then. Might have to be Gorgons. You know, that makes sense considering we fight the Gorgons, like every other day. Is that because they're over the next hill? It's the ick factor, even worse than Thrixol. They don't just move, they spread. They're like walking diseases. And here I am making a career out of them. Daria's just like, will you two shut up? These two are, well, the 3, these 2 plus Wayland were all friends at the beginning. And these 2 were together at the very beginning. Wayland was like off by himself, and then they reunited, and then we recruited Daria. So that's kind of the relationship if you missed the beginning of this playthrough. I'm not that old, right? Sometimes I wonder if it's not too late to start over somewhere. I wouldn't, though, realistically. It'd reek of abandonment. Well, we appreciate that. What about you? What keeps you here? We can choose to preserve the world we've been given, or honestly, I'm too curious for my own good. Sordana, I don't really have a... We know she was into the astrology thing. Bira and Wayland are somewhat of an item. I mean, I don't know how realistic that is, but that's kind of the path I was leading them down in our last stream. I think Sordana... You know, I think she cares about the natural world. Like, why else would you be a guardian of the Wildwood? She wants to preserve the world we've been given. The history of the Yondering Lands is a precious, intricate thing. We inherited it, and we preserve it against destruction until the day we hand it over to our children. But when you put it like that, it sounds big. Sure, it is. I don't know if that helps or if it's too much pressure, but it helps me when we get close enough to hear these gurgly bellows. Alright. I don't know if Sordana is older than Bira. I know Bira is 29. Alright, so we're Stoics, which means we all have +1 armor and warding. We've got a Geist, a Raccoon, and a Rogue, so this is just an easier version of the fight we already had. Oh, Sordana is 5 years younger. So that means she must have been like 18 when we started. Wow. Okay, and Daria's the same age. So Bira's just the old one of the group. I don't want to be exploring with Bira for sure. Let's get Daria up here. This is not a very big map, so there's 3 of them spread out, like, right... Alright, there's the Raccoon and the Geist. Sordana, why don't you come up this way? What is the other one we're missing? The Row? That's like the weakest enemy they have, I'm pretty sure. So let's put you here, and then let's, ambush. Oh, your range is so much worse. Wow, this might be a... this might prove to be a bad decision we've made with the weapon. Yes, you can see the deer is leaving this trail of corruption behind, and so... I thought the Geist was also doing that, but I don't see it. Okay, so you... let's hit you. And we should be able to hit you twice. Alright, and then Sordana... I don't remember what the... Oh yeah, the Battle Dance upgrade just made you... Now you should be able to, like, move half as far or something. But, honestly, whirl. Yeah, after hitting with a non-swift melee attack, Sordana can leap up to half her speed as a free action. That's pretty lit. That is not how I interpret it, but it's actually way better than I interpreted it. So let's get you up this way. Dealing with that Geist so quickly was really nice. That Battle Dance ability that lets her attack twice is huge. So let's Guardian you up, and then let's get Daria in here. It's probably a waste to make the Raccoon run away, but I'm gonna do it just so we can focus down this row. Yeah, you're instantly dead. Man, Sordana's turning into a beast. Alright, there's not really any way to... I swear there was just corruption on that tile, and now it's gone. But whatever, that makes my life easier. So... let's Guardian up, and let's get you over here. I bet your range is so bad. We gotta get you a new bow soon. But I'll at least try to pretend, like, if you go after Daria, you're super dead. Honestly, if you come after either of us, you're dead. But you're double dead if you go after Daria. Alright. Oh, tricky. Let's, I mean, honestly, I'm just getting up in there. You gotta get your way out of this one. Are you even in range is the question. You are. Only have a 21% chance to hit, but might as well take it. Yep. We did damage to the scenery. Oh, I forgot you could move diagonally! You coward. Get back here, coward! You're still dead. So these two hopefully will level up. That was a really easy fight. Alright, right. So now Wayland is behind, but that's okay because he's getting a better wand. You can down target multiple enemies. That's huge, but also, you're our tank. I feel like we have to take hardiness. And maybe the blue means it's like like rarer or better ability. I don't know, but it just, yeah, I mean, it seems so much better than everything else. We know what Battle Dance is. Shield Shear. Once every other turn as a swift action, Daria shreds 2 of a foe's armor with her weapon. That seems pretty cool, but I mean, plus 30% health? Come on. Beer gets a bonus to all campaign-level tasks based on age, plus 100% of base job speed for every 35 years of age. Whoa! How old can they get? Thornfang, once per turn, Beer is refunded an action point after a melee kill. She's not going to be getting a whole lot of melee kills. Bard, Bearer reduces the cost of recruit jobs by 1, plus 5 stunt chance to all heroes in the party. And Ambush, we can upgrade Ambush. Ambush interrupts enemy movement. That is really good. I mean, that is really good. But I'm assuming the upgrade's going to be available more frequently because we already have it. I like this Bard. We've only seen one recruit option in 5 years, and it was at the very beginning of the game. I would like to get another party member as soon as possible. I really like Wisdom too, but plus so every 35 years she doubles the speed of a task, which would be huge for the mountain carving. We haven't seen that in this stream, but you carve mountains on the big map to like make faster pass through areas. It takes like a year. So if she could double that on her own, that would be really nice. I still think I'm going to go with the Bard, though. That just seems really good. Plus 5 stunt chance to all heroes in the party, and then she reduces the cost of recruit jobs. Yeah, I like that a lot. So we got a Brooch that gives even more stunt chance, which, yeah, is the percentage chance that attacks will inflict additional damage and stunt effects. So it's basically like a crit, I guess. So we're probably going to give that to Sordana, who is our DPS. And now the Geists have extra health. I don't like that. I would cancel it, but it won't let me cancel it. That's unfortunate.